Okay, guys, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. I welcome you to this webinar on the Fibonacci trading strategies, and I hope you guys will be able to learn some good points from our today's webinar. First of all, I want to know if everything is working fine. So may I have some message from you guys if everything is working fine? I wanna know. I am looking at the chat box. Nasir, good evening. Nasir ji, can you hear me? Is everything okay? Is the voice clear? If the voice is clear, then I will go ahead and we will start our today's discussion. Yes, it's fine. Thank you, Nasir ji. Thank you so much, Nasir ji. So now, guys, I will first look at your messages and then we will get to our topic. Trader Wild G is saying, Sir Saeed is amazing. Thank you so much, Trader Wild G. That is very, very, very sweet of you. You always say great things. Thank you so much. Salam to everyone. Walaikum salam, Akib Ji. And I just want to look at the messages that you guys have sent in the chat box and then we will get started. Okay, so guys, I wanna check the messages. Okay, so Kosar Nisar, Fed announcement, usual effect, more hawkish than expected is good for currency. Sir, what is hawkish means? Okay, so we will discuss about the news trading in our later webinars. Kosar ji, please give me a few weeks because that webinar is also scheduled. We will discuss all of these things. Okay. Walaikum salam, Muhammad Akib ji. Nuzhat, Walaikum salam, Nuzhat ji. Humble Soul is saying, Sir Saeed, the best teacher. Thank you so much, Humble Soul ji. I'm really indebted to you. Thank you for these sweet comments. Walaikum salam, Amar Khan ji. Okay, so the deposit matters will be dealt with by the admins. When will the class start? Okay, the class has already started, so let's go ahead, guys, and let's see what's happening. Okay, so everything is okay. Manoj Patra is saying yes sir. Okay, thank you Manoj ji, thank you Amar Khan ji, and Uchiha ji, everything is fine bro. Okay, thank you. Salam, walaikum salam. Apna Muhammad Salim Safi ji, thank you so much. Praveen ji, namaskar Praveen ji, thank you for coming. Is this class recorded? Yes, Nasir ji, this class is being recorded and you will get the recording after we finish. Okay, good afternoon Sir YJ ji, good afternoon from Nigeria, thank you. Okay, so you are great sir, thank you so much Muhammad Salim Safi ji, thank you. Hassan Talib, assalamu alaikum sir, today is my first day. Okay, so Hassan Talib ji, you are at the right place because we discuss a lot of trading ideas from which you can learn a lot of stuff and you will also be able to become a profitable trader hopefully in the long run. Now of course it takes some time, but you will get good ideas. Mukul Kumar is saying, Guruji ki jai ho, aaj hum jek bhi pila aur buak bhi pila. Wah, that's great Mukul ji, thank you so much. I'm so glad that it helped you. Okay, so Mukul Kumar ji, we will tell these things to our other students as well. So we will discuss about the jack as well as buak today. Okay, so just give me a little bit of time. Praveen ji is saying namaskar Praveen ji, thank you. Good evening. Shilpa Pascal ji, good evening. Ravi Prakash, namaskar. Okay, where we can catch recording? Okay, Uchiha ji, these webinars are recorded and they will be available on the channel of OctaFX YouTube channel. So you can watch them anytime you want in the future. I was eagerly waiting for this session. Thank you so much, Ravi Prakash ji. Good evening. Okay, good evening. Move your day ji. So guys, let's get started. I'm so excited because today's session is gonna be very useful for you. Well, of course, I always try to make all the sessions useful for you guys, but today's one is very popular also. And in a very short while, you will learn that there is a very simple strategy behind the Fibonacci numbers, which can be used by anyone with just a little bit of knowledge about the markets, just a little bit of knowledge about the markets, or and also of course somewhat some knowledge of the mathematics as well. But it's not difficult, it's not hard, it's very easy, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so introduction to Fibonacci sequence, of course we will discuss that. Can we get all information for beginners? Shilpa Pascal ji, please go to the YouTube channel of OctaFX and the very channel on which you are listening to this webinar, and search my name, Saeed Sheikh. You will gain some more webinars on different topics. Actually, today's webinar is the 7th one. It is not the first one. It is 7th in the series. We are gonna have the 8th webinar in the next week. That will be the end of first module of our course. And since you have, if I'm assuming, Shilpa ji, you have not seen all the remaining webinars, the first 6 webinars, I will highly encourage you to go and first listen to those webinars. Well, even if you haven't listened to those webinars, today's webinar will be useful, but it will help more if you can listen to all the other webinars as well. Guys, can I please ask you to like this video, give it a thumbs up, because it will be a huge help for you, from you guys. Walaikum salam, Khurram Wise ji, and namaskar. Okay, namaskar. Thank you for coming. So let's go ahead and see what is this topic about. This is the agenda for today's webinar, but first I want to give you a simple and very important announcement for you guys. Now guys, as you know, we will have a quiz, a very short quiz based on maybe 1 or 2 questions at max, and you will be able to win the prize of $100 if you answer the questions correctly. And the first 2, only the first 2 winners, the first 2 people who give the correct answer, they will be given $100 in their OctaFX trading account. So please don't miss this free prize, guys, and it's gonna be very easy. Actually, it will be easier than you think. Okay, so please take it serious, because it is gonna help you. Johnny Sins is saying, sir, I'll go through all 6 webinars first. I haven't listened first 6. Can I watch this webinar? Yes, Johnny Sins ji, you can watch this webinar even if you have not listened to the previous webinars, because these webinars are not connected as per se, but it will be helpful if you listen to the previous webinars, because the ideas will add up. There is a ton of ideas in the previous webinars. PK Rai ji, hello. सर आज मेरा प्राइस एक्शन चैनल लाइन पर वर्क नहीं हुआ, लूज. ओके, नूर अहमद जी, वी विल डिस्कस दैट, डोंट वरी अबाउट दिस. अनिल कुमार जी, थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग. योर टीचिंग स्टाइल इज़ वेरी गुड. थैंक you so much, PK Rai ji. I am so humbled by these comments. So first of all, guys, please pay attention to this simple series. What do you observe in the series? Well, let's discuss that. What's happening in the series is actually that we are just adding the numbers. So we start from the 0 and we only add one number to it. Okay, Prabir Rai ji, namaskar. Thank you for coming. And what happens? When you add 0 to 1, you get 1, right? And then you add the result to the previous number. That's it. Don't do anything else. Okay? So, what do? We start with the 0 and we add 1. So, what's the result of 0 plus 1? It is just 1. What's the result of 1 plus 1? It is 2, isn't it? What happens when you add 1 plus 2? It's 3. And you keep adding the numbers. And that's how you get the Fibonacci series. That's very easy, okay? I hope it is very easy for you guys. Shanawaz Alam is saying, this is my first webinar, sir. Am I able to answer your quiz? Yes, of course. Shanawaz Alam ji, now the quiz might be from any of the previous webinars as well, but from this course, okay? So today is the 7th webinar. Just keep in mind that this is the 7th webinar. It might be, the questions in the quiz might be from the first webinar or the second or the third or the fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh, which is today's webinar. Okay, so it will be the question from any of these 7 webinars, and if you answer it correctly, you know what's gonna happen. Okay, sir, YJ is saying, how can I avoid spreads from touching SL? Okay, that's a very good question, and I will tackle that. And so okay, so I will write down over here SL hunting. Okay, so this is question about SL hunting. So this is question number 1, and there was question number the other question by Mukulji, it was about Jack and Buick. Okay, so that was the second question. And if you guys, if you have any more questions, you can ask me. I will answer these questions at the end. Good evening, Sharmaji, thank you for coming. You are a little bit late. Okay, so let's go ahead, guys. What's happening over here, we are just adding the numbers to the previous numbers. We are just adding the current number to the previous one. So for example, if you just add 1 and 1, it will be what? It will be 2, right? You just add 2 plus 1, it's 3. Add 3 plus 2, it's 5. 3 plus 5, it's 8, right? 8 plus 5 is 13. And how about 13 plus 8? 21. You get the idea. Okay, you get the idea. It's very easy but very important, because okay, so I will discuss the Jack and Buick at the end. Okay, we have this in our mind. I just have written these questions because these things are useful for you guys. So we are gonna discuss all these things a little bit later. But first, guys, this is the Fibonacci series, and why is it important? Why do you think it's important? Why do you think the Fibonacci series is important? Well, because you can observe the Fibonacci series in all the phenomena of nature, including the markets, including financial markets. That's how powerful this series is. For example, you can observe this in rose petals. You know the rose, the flowers. You can observe the Fibonacci series in flowers. You know, there are the flowers. The number of petals in a flower are based on Fibonacci series. They are not just random numbers. They are based on Fibonacci series. That's why we say that Fibonacci series is important. And so are the Fibonacci numbers. Now, we know already about the series, right, guys? We so far we know about the series. But what's important for us in the context of trading is whether or not we are able to use the Fibonacci series in our trading decisions, especially in the entry decisions. But guys, today I will give you one more idea, a very interesting and extremely useful idea. You already might know that many traders in the world, they use Fibonacci series for entry, right? Ananda Raoji, good evening. Now traders use Fibonacci series for entry. The Fibonacci numbers or Fibonacci series, they use it for entry. But there are very few traders in the world who also use Fibonacci series to get out of the markets. I am talking about the exit strategy, guys. So if you can use Fibonacci series also for exit strategy, trust me, it's gonna be amazing for you, for your profits. Okay, so without any further delay, first of all, we have already discussed the Fibonacci series. How about the Fibonacci ratios? There are Fibonacci ratios in which you just divide the first number by the last number and you get the ratio. That's it. And there are so many ratios. You don't need to know the ratios because they are not important. You only need to know the product of the ratios. AVG, good evening. So, for example, where do the Fibonacci numbers exist in nature? They exist everywhere. In galaxies, in rose petals, in human age, in average heights of the humans, everywhere you will see the Fibonacci ratios and Fibonacci numbers. So what do we do with these Fibonacci ratios? Well, if you try to use the Fibonacci ratios, believe me, you can sometimes get confused as well. Why? Because after 100 you will see 1.26, then 1.38, then you will see 1.5, then you will see 1.61, and on and on. So there are many Fibonacci sequence or many Fibonacci ratios in the market. That is becoming confusing, right? So the question is, how do we start using these numbers? Thank you, Akbarji. So how do we start using these numbers? Well, first of all, let me tell you that there is a very simple tool. Just look at the left hand side, and this is the Fibonacci. The first one is the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, what do you do with this Fibonacci retracement? Don't do anything else. Just take the Fibonacci retracement and put it on the screen. That's it. Khurram Weiss is asking, sir, why important Fibonacci? Volume is not important? No, Khurramji, I'm not saying that volume is not important. Volume, as you already know, because Khurram, you are a very old student over here. You have been attending all the webinars which I have given. I hope you already know that I have been saying this again and again, that guys, volume is extremely important. Good evening, Asha Singh ji. Volume is extremely important. But we can always add more indicators for our understanding. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot trade without indicators. No. As you know, I personally don't use indicators. But sometimes for entry or for exit, when I see that the trend is reversing, sometimes I will use the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, so guys, this is the Fibonacci retracement tool. Now you can of course go and change the colors if you want. Okay, so this is the color sequence. You can change the colors if you like. This is red one and green and blue and all these colors you have. Okay, and you can also of course change the color lines. You can make them darker, or you can make them lighter, or you can make them dashed lines or something like that. So you can do so many things with the color scheme and the design. So I am not going to talk about the color scheme and the design, as you know, because that's not important. You can play with this and do anything you like. But I just want you to look at the Fibonacci numbers, and I want you to pay attention to some of these numbers. First of all, what do you see? What do you see, guys? You can see that this is the highest point and this is the lowest point, right? So what we will do is I will remove the Fibonacci number for now, and I will draw the market. We will pretend that this is the market, and we will do it like this. Okay, so what do we do over here? You can use the Fibonacci retracement on the market. Let's say this is the market. What you will do, you will start from here. Either you pick the swing high or you pick the swing low. Doesn't matter. You can pick any of these two swings, the swing high or the swing low. Okay. So first you pick the swing high, for example, and you put the Fibonacci. Start from here. Now look at this, guys. We started from here. I will give it a different color. Okay, so we started from this one and we came all the way down to this point. That's it. Now we started from here and we came back to this point. Now what do we do? What is it telling us? What is this Fibonacci series telling us? It's not telling us anything, right? No, it is actually telling us something. What it is telling us is that the downtrend is most likely resumed over here. So guys, I want you to pay attention to these 4 numbers. If you wanna shorten the window for yourself, then I will encourage you to only look at these 3 numbers, okay? Now please pay attention to this with laser sharp focus. What do you see over here? You can see that the market started from this point. Let's call this swing high. It went down all the way to this point. We will call this swing low. So this is swing high and this is swing low. And what we did actually, we put the Fibonacci tool over here, Fibonacci retracement tool from here, and we pulled it all the way down to this point. And then what we will do is we will pay attention to these 3 numbers. And what are the 3 numbers? Now, please pay attention to these 3 numbers. Look at this. The first number, the second one, the third one. So these are the 3 numbers, okay? What's going on with these numbers? Guys, I'm saying that when you have a market in a downtrend or in an uptrend, what will happen most likely? That the market will come down in a downtrend and it will take a retracement. So what is a retracement? You guys already know, hopefully, that a retracement is when the market is, for example, going up and then coming down a little bit. So we call these things as retracement. We call these things as retracement, right? So these are the, so I will write down over here retracement, okay? So this is retracement and this is the other retracement. 2 retracements over here in an uptrend. In the same way, you will also have a retracement when the market is trending down. So this is the retracement, and over here we got another retracement. Okay, so these are the retracements. Reversal of the market. Noor Ahmed ji, not the reversal yet. Okay, it's not the reversal yet. I'm only talking about the retracement. Well, we will also discuss, of course, about the reversal in the context of Fibonacci series. But first, for now, I want you to pay attention to these things, the retracement. Okay, guys. So I hope you now understand that this retracement, now how do we know how long this retracement will go? For example, I am asking this question from myself. The market started from here and it went up all the way to this point. Now, the question is, a very important question for us is, will the market come to this level? Or will it come down to this level? Or will it come down to this level? Or will it come down to this level? How do we know? Yes. Nabanita Mishra ji is right. It is pullback. Amar Khan, higher highs and higher lows. Yes, but the question is, how do we know where will the pullback end? And where exactly the market will resume its trend to the upside? How do we know this? How can we know this? This is where you can use the Fibonacci tool. Okay, now of course I will start using the Fibonacci tool with you guys. So I hope you understand this very important idea, that the question is the most important. Let me write down, it's very important thing, so I will write down over here so that you can take a look at most important. Actually, it's a $1 million question. Is how far the retracement will go? That's a very important question, guys, isn't it? Amar Khan, you're right. Yes, you're right. In a way, it will go down to support and resistance. But it does not always happen, right? It does not always happen. The market does not always go to the support or the resistance. You might have seen, Amar Khan ji, that sometimes, let's say that the market has a resistance over here, okay? Now the market is going up, and you will expect that the market should come down for a retracement to this level and then go up, right? But sometimes it does not happen. Sometimes it happens like this. The market comes down to this point and then shoots up. Or sometimes the market goes all the way down and then shoots up. So how do we know? That's a very, very important question, isn't it? Aditya Raj is right by using golden ratio numbers in Fibonacci series, but you should always combine this with the other analysis of the market, which is the background analysis and the support, resistance, and everything else, which I have given you already, okay? Sharma ji is saying, sir, number 3 is always important as already studied in John Murphy book. Yes, that's right. It is important. But I am also today going to tell you what does it mean if the market does not go to number 3. Then what does it mean? Let's discuss that, okay? So I'm saying that sometimes the market comes to this level, sometimes to this level, sometimes it only comes down to this level, and then sometimes it falls back all the way up to this level. What's going on over here, guys? What we will do is, first of all, we will plot the Fibonacci retracement. Starting from here, we will plot the Fibonacci retracement as you see, and then we will take a look at these 3 numbers, the golden ratios. And note down these numbers, guys, please. This is 0.618, this is 0.5, this is 0.382. So note down these 3 numbers, okay? These are the very important and very useful numbers. Yeah, that's right, Mishra ji. Yes, sometimes Elliott waves can also be used, but you have to use all these things combined in a context, okay? Okay, S. Singh ji, you are welcome to this channel. I hope you will learn a lot of good things from us. Okay, so guys, the question was retracement. How far down the retracement will go? So I'm saying that you can bet your money on the idea that the retracement will go to these 3 numbers. Let me give you an example of an uptrend, okay? So there is an uptrend, now the market is coming down, and then an uptrend is resumed over here. How far down the market will come? How do we know? So we will start from this one and we will put the Fibonacci tool up to this point, okay? And we will see that the market will most probably come down to these 3 numbers. And what are the 3 numbers, guys? 0.618, 0.5, 0. Okay, so we'll start from this one, right? And we will include these 3 numbers. And you will see that the market always falls to these 3 points, any one of these numbers. SR Sharma ji, hello. So this is how the market will respond to the Fibonacci series. Of course, we will also do it practically in the market, but first I wanna clarify your theoretical concepts. Okay guys, so what's happening over here? We started from here and we went all the way up to this point. Then the market is coming for a retracement. We want to know how far down the retracement will go so that we can put a buy trade over here. In the same way, we wanna know how far up the retracement will go because we wanna put a sell trade over here. Okay? Of course, we will always combine this Fibonacci retracement with the other tools which I have given to you guys already. If you guys remember, we have a very sound strategy and many of you have traded that strategy and you guys have given me a good feedback on it. Akhil Agarwal, sir, what will be the exact time frame to spot retracements? Okay, so when you see an uptrend, when you see a swing up, for example, like this, don't jump in, Akilji. Just wait, and the market will come down. You plot the Fibonacci retracement. So, for example, let me do it again. Okay, so let me do it again because we wanna know how actually it happened. Okay, so for example, now pay attention to this. Let's say the market is over here. Okay, now it's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down. You don't know how far down it will come. So what you will do, you will go for Fibonacci retracement tool over here. You pick this, you put it over here, and you stretch it up all the way to this point. Okay, to this point. So you just join these 2 points, point number 1 and point number 2, and then wait for the market. The market will come down and it will probably touch any of these 3 numbers which I have given you, and then it will reverse from there. That's how we do it. King Prosper Ji, you can always go back and see the webinar. Let me write down the golden numbers. Okay, let me write down the golden numbers for those of you who cannot see the numbers. So the important numbers are 0.168, sorry, 0.618. The other one is 0.5, and the third one is 0.3382. These 3 numbers. Okay, Chris TVG, yes, you are a little bit late. Sushil is saying, sir, please tell me time frame for Fibonacci. You can use it in all the time frames. Sushil ji, you can use it in all the time frames. You can use it in 1 minute time frame. You can use it on 5 minute chart, 7 minute chart, even daily chart, everywhere. Okay. If trend up, then how can we plot Fibonacci? Okay, so this is how we do it. Okay, when the trend is up, you will start from here and you will plot the Fibonacci. Well, we will do it also in the live market. Okay, Sharma ji is saying, sir, in trending market we will have number of swing highs and swing low, then where to apply this Fibonacci retracement? Sharma ji, like always, you are asking a wonderful question. Thank you for this question, and we will do it. Of course, we will do it in the live market, so you will get to know. Okay, so please give me some time, Sharma ji. Then if downtrend, how can we plot? If there is a downtrend, you will plot it like this. If there is an uptrend, Sushil ji, you will plot it like this. Okay, Vinod Kumar ji, yes, we will do it on the live chart. Okay, so let's go ahead, guys. So I hope I have already given you this idea about how to do it. Please pick these numbers. You can take a screenshot of this. Now what we will do is we will go to the live chart and we will try to put the Fibonacci numbers on the live chart. Okay, so let's make it a little bit big. So guys, now I will remove all the drawings. Okay, so now I will start from here. What do you see? Well, I think this is a swing high, isn't it? This one right here is a swing high, and this is a swing low, right? So let's say we wanna know how far down the market will come. Okay, Kuram YG, yes, it also works in scalping, but I will encourage you to not do scalping, because scalping is a very, very dangerous game unless and until you have spent 10 years in the financial markets. If you have such a long experience as 10 years, then you can do it. Otherwise, please don't do scalping, because it is a very dangerous game. SR Sharma sir, low se hai take le ye body se. Okay, so it will start from the low and it will go to high. So let's start from here, guys. This is swing low and this is swing high, right? So what do? We will plot the Fibonacci. We will pick this tool. We will start from here and I will put it only up to this point. Why? Because you see, this is the swing high, right? So I will remove. Okay, so if I remove all the drawings, then everything goes away. Okay, so let me remove the support and resistance. Okay, so guys, now you can see very clearly. You can see very clearly that the market. Okay, so I will remove some more lines so that you guys can clearly see what's going on over here. So guys, what's happening over here? What's happening over here? Now, those of you who have already attended my lectures, do you guys remember springs? You guys remember springs, guys? Of course you do, right? So what's going on over here? We start from this point and we will go all the way to this point. And what do you see over here? What do you see over here? The market is coming down, and it is coming down to which point? Guys, remember, what are the numbers? What are the 3 numbers which I have given you? Remember these numbers, okay? I'll get rid of these. Remember these numbers, please. So what are the 3 numbers? You have 0.618, 0.5 and 0.382. And guys, can you see a wonderful spring over here? For those of you who don't know about the spring, let me give you a quick recap of the spring, okay? So guys, what will happen? That market comes down to support level, it goes up and then it comes down and then quickly recovers. We call this one a spring. This is what a spring is. What you will do is you will buy over here. You will put the stop loss below this and you will put the TP over here, okay? This is the spring. This is the spring schematic. And if you guys remember our live trading session from the previous Wednesday, we discussed in detail all about the accumulation zone. At the end of accumulation, we will have a spring. Okay, so Sushil is saying, sir, can we plot it Fibonacci by indicator auto? Yes. Okay, so don't do it. There are indicators which can plot the Fibonacci auto for you, but I will encourage you to do it manually, just like I am doing, okay? Please do it yourself because it will be more helpful. Chris TV, as a beginner, which currency pair do you recommend? Chris TVG, as a beginner, I will encourage you to pair to trade either GBP USD or Euro USD, okay? GBP USD or Euro USD, these two. Atim Sasmal, please tell us about spring. Okay, I have already discussed about the spring, okay guys? So this is the spring, okay? So this is the spring. Just go with the odd USD and Euro USD. You can go for any currency pairs, but I will encourage you to go for GBP USD or Euro USD. These are my favorite too. Actually, my favorite, number 1 favorite is GBP USD. विनोद कुमार is saying, सर मैंने 1.5 मंथ में $3,000 से ग्रो करके $5,235 till now. Sir, your method is very easy for me. Thankful, very much appreciate. Thank you so much. I am so glad that it is helping you. I'm really thrilled that it is helping you actually. It's really great. Okay, so guys, what we will do is we will see that the spring is happening right at the right point. Where exactly? You can see the spring is happening over here. Where? At 0.618. Amazing spring, isn't it? It is an amazing spring. Why? Because just look at the result. Look at the result, guys. Look at the output. How far up the market has gone. Look at that. Just look at that. It's amazing, guys. If you just pay attention to this one tool, which is Fibonacci tool, you can always enter in the pullback. Okay, so let's do it one more time, guys. Let's do it one more time, shall we? What do we see over here? I can see that there is the swing high and then there is this swing low, this one. Okay, now sometimes it does not work because this is the morning. This is the morning. It is just the beginning of the Asian session. So don't trade in the Asian session. I have already told you that you should always start trading from 12 or at least 12 or from 12:30. Can we use Fibonacci in Bank Nifty and Nifty? Yes, of course, Sushil ji, you can use it in Nifty and Bank Nifty. You can use it. But please pay attention that you should always be using the Fibonacci along with some other tools, just as we discussed about the spring. Guys, this is the spring, isn't it? And you guys already know that we are big fans of springs. Can you use Fibonacci level in Euro USD? Okay, Amar Khan ji, I will do it now. Euro USD. So let's go to Euro USD. This is the market for Euro USD. What's going on over here, guys? Starting from this one. Okay, so this is swing low. I'm assuming that you are interested in knowing about the swing low and swing high. So I will start. This is the swing low. I will make it green. Okay, okay, so let's make it black. This one is also black. So what do? Just pick the Fibonacci retracement tool, start from here and put it all the way to this level. What's happening over here, guys? Can you see the three numbers which I have given you? The three numbers. What are the three numbers? If you remember, 0.618, 0.5, and then 0.382. These three numbers are important. Akbarji, we just discussed the spring. Please go back a few minutes in this webinar. So guys, what's happening over here is that the market is touching 0.5 and then reversing. Okay, it is just reversing like that. And guys, you can also see that there is a major spring at the back. This one is a spring. Okay, so let me remove the Fibonacci tool. Now you can clearly see that there is a spring at the back. So this is the spring in the background. This is a spring, isn't it? Sushil is asking, sir, please suggest, can we use also stock and stock options both? Yes, of course. Sushil ji, this Fibonacci tool works in all the financial markets, everywhere. It works in all financial markets. In stocks, in bonds, in gold, in crude oil, in silver, everywhere. It works everywhere. But guys, please don't forget that the most important idea is, you have to remember that you always have to use the Fibonacci tool along with some other tools. And what are the other tools? Well, I have given you so many other tools. You should always combine the Fibonacci retracement tool with the other tools. What are the other tools? Combine with other tools. And what are the other tools? You should always use it along with the background, support and resistance. Support resistance, background, support, resistance. What else? You should always use also a reference line. You should always also use entry bars. Okay, entry bars as well. And what are the other tools? Guys, we have discussed other tools. Trend lines. You can also use MA and EMA, moving averages and exponential moving averages. Noor Ahmed is saying, sir, it seems like inverted head and shoulder. Yes, that's right. It also, the other one, I know you're talking about this one. Yes, it is reverse head and shoulders. Exactly right. Very right. So please combine Fibonacci retracement with other tools. Volume, yes, thank you Amar Khan ji, thank you. Volume, I forgot it. Volume. What kind of graph is this? Why aren't you using candlestick? Okay, so Ashwatma ji, we don't use candlesticks because candlesticks are used by the small retail traders. The smart money does not use candlesticks. They use bars, the price bars. So we always follow the smart money because we don't move the market, right? We don't move the market. Yes, you can also use the RSI, but we have not discussed RSI just yet. So I will not discuss RSI for now. Let's leave it for the next lectures. There are more lectures coming up, okay? So we will also discuss, of course, the RSI and everything. Please tell us accuracy of Fibonacci. Yes, actually the accuracy, if you want to know the accuracy, you should always follow these three numbers. I can guarantee that pretty much every time, almost all the time, maybe it might be 80 or 90% of the time in the market, the accuracy of these three numbers is there. So don't worry about this. Vinod Kumar is saying ND, UT, Spring, ERM entry only this type bar. Vinod Kumar ji, you are exactly right. Yes, the ND, the entry bars which I have written, I want to say that the entry bars contain all these things. What are the things which are included in the entry bars? In the entry bars, what kind of bars are we looking at? We are looking at spring or upthrust or ND or ERM or bag holding, or the other one, bag holding and ERM we have already discussed. Yes, NS. So these are the types of bars on which we will take the entry. Okay, we don't enter just anywhere. We will take the entry only at the bars which we know by nature. Okay, we have to be very careful with this. Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will go ahead with the more examples. Okay, so now what I will do is I will use some other tools along with the Fibonacci to tell you what's going on. Okay, so I will go to my time frame, which is 2-minute time frame, and I will identify to you where exactly you should put a trade. Okay, Noor Ahmed ji, you can ask the question. What's your question? Sir, buy label of Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so Sushil ji, let's do it one more time. Okay, let's do it. So what I am gonna do is I will put this swing low over here and I will start the Fibonacci for buy. Sushil ji, pay attention, this is about buy. Okay, so I will start from here. I will put it all the way to this point because I wanna touch this point. So I will put it here, and of course I will extend this to the right hand side so that I can see where the market is going. And then what's happening over here, the market is slowing down around this level, right? It is slowing down. It is not able to go much further down. It is just slowing. So then we have a bag holding bar, and then we also have this bar right here after the bag holding bar. I think this is a fantastic entry. Why? Because it is on the right Fibonacci level. It is on 0.5, and then it is also having a bag holding in the background. Guys, you remember this is the bag holding bar. If you just look at the volume, you will see this is ultra high volume, right? Ultra high volume, red bar closing in the middle. What do we call this? We call this bag holding bar. So I will write down bag holding bar. Okay, so this is bag holding bar. This is bag holding bar, guys, and you can see that there is a bag holding bar, and after that, right after that, you can enter the market. That's very easy. So this is one good example of buy trade. Noor Ahmed ji, what's your question? I don't know about your question. Manoj Patra is saying, can we put Fibonacci retracement now in GBP USD from top to down? Well, of course, yes, we can. But you see, the downtrend has not started yet. Because today whole day I was trading the GBP USD. It was an amazing day. I was trading GBP USD. I can see that there was a huge uptrend, but the downtrend has not yet started. So I will not sell GBP USD for now. What I will do is instead I can wait for the market to come to this level. Maybe if the market comes to this level, then maybe I will sell. When will I sell? If the market comes up to this level and then takes an upthrust, I will sell over here. And guys, you remember what is an upthrust, okay? Do we have setup for Fibonacci? Okay, so I don't think you need to change any settings in the Fibonacci. Just go to this one. Just go to this point over here. Gann and Fibonacci tools. Can you see that? Just click this one, and the first one is Fibonacci retracement tool. Take this and just put it on the swing low and pull it all the way to swing high. Start from the swing low and pull it to swing high, or put it on the swing high and pull it down to swing low. That's very easy. Vinod is asking, my favorite bar is Spring and UT. Yes, Vinod Kumar ji, I think it's amazing if you all, there is a trader, there is a writer. I will encourage you to read this book. The name is Trades About to Happen by David Weiss. And the author in this book is saying, if you only trade springs and UTs, you can make a good living. That's it. A very powerful idea, isn't it? If you only trade springs and upthrusts, you can make good living out of it. Sir, which time to start trading in Ghana time? Okay, so I will give you the timings according to your location. You can adjust this according to location. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what's the difference between India and Ghana, but I will tell you about the London time. Okay, so London opens at 8 a.m. in as per UTC. Okay, so London starts at 8 p.m. UTC. Chris TVG, you can, if I go to the UTC, you can see that the London started from 8 a.m. Okay, it starts strictly from 8 a.m. but you can always start trading from 7 a.m. I hope you already know, because I have discussed this in the previous webinars. So you can start trading from this point onwards. And now you can see what's the time according to your country, according to Ghana. And for the Indian traders, it's very easy. It's just you can start trading from 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. 12:30. Noor Ahmed, sir, open the Euro USD 15-minute time frame. I saw the evening star in channel line. I took that trade and it changed direction. SL hit timing 6:15. Okay, 6:15. So this is Euro USD 6:15. According to Indian time or according to what? Okay, so 6:15. This is 6:15. Okay. So you wanted to sell over here, right? You wanted to sell over here. Well, that was a mistake. Why? Because you see, okay, so this is, I know it is overbought. I know it is overbought in the trend channel, but it does not always react like this, okay? Even if it is overbought or whatever, you see the background is very important. Guys, look at this. The way the market is falling, it is falling slowly. It is falling slowly. And look at this, how it is going up. It is going up like crazy. You don't want to sell when the market is going up like this. Please also pay attention to the price action, okay? Price action. Okay, so it is Indian time. Indian time 6:15 should be around here. This should be the time, right? So if you wanted to buy over here, I think it is huge overbought. It's not time to buy, because you should wait for the market to come down to at least these levels, okay? And now, if you start from these levels, this is the support level, the market is coming down to this. What do you have? Classic spring. If you don't want to trade this spring, you can look at this bar. Guys, what do we call this bar? Look at the volume. Red bar, small bar, closing on support. What do we call this? We call this no supply bar, NS bar. Very simple. King Prosper, sir, please, how do I find news on what to trade and when to trade and what to trade? Okay, so for the news, it's very easy. You can go to Forex Factory and you can have these news over here, okay? Just go to Forex Factory, and the beginning you will have like this, okay? In the beginning you will have like this, the Forex Factory. This is actually the calendar. It might start from here, forum. You can go to the calendar, okay? So this is the calendar, and in the calendar you can get all the news, okay? You can get all these news like this, but you don't have to click all the news, okay? You don't have to see all the news, because all the news are not important. So what I will do is I will go to the filters. And first I will click none, so that I don't have any news, and then I will only click on the red box. Why? Because the red box is high impact expected. So there is high impact expected for these news which have the red box. Don't follow the orange box, don't follow the yellow box, and of course never follow the white box. You want to look at all the currencies, that's fine, but if you want to exclude any currencies, you can do it. Normally what I will do is I will only keep the currencies which are USD and my currency, which is GBP USD. So I will sometimes keep only these two currencies, GBP and USD. But you can include all the currencies if you want. Apply the filter and you have the important news. These are only important news. Unimportant news are not there. Sir, make it candlestick for two minutes. Okay, so I will make it. Oh, this is 2 minutes, and you are probably talking about Noor Ahmed ji. You are probably talking about this candle, right? This candle. Chris TV, you are right. This is a spring, but I will not trade this spring. Why? Because the downtrend might have started. Now I don't know if the downtrend has started or not. I don't know. And when we are not sure, we don't do anything. Okay? So let's say I will wait for the market only to come up to this level. Or maybe to this level. If I see an upthrust at this level or this level, then I will be willing to sell. But not now. The springs don't work in the downtrend, and upthrusts don't work in uptrend. So normally, which direction market moves during or after the news? The market moves in the direction in which it was already moving. So you cannot predict the market movement, the market direction, okay? Vinod Kumar is saying, okay, I will read this book in Jerusalem. Okay, great. So you can read this book. It's a very important book. Okay guys, so I think you got already good ideas from our today's webinar, and now I will go to the questions which you guys have already given me. Okay, so the first question is about SL hunting. So I think Noor Ahmed asked, or somebody else, I don't remember who asked this question. So guys, if you think that always your stop loss is hunted, what's happening over here is when the market is coming to this point, you are buying, right? So you're buying and you are putting your stop loss over here and you are putting your TP over here, right? Well, that's right. Okay, you can do it, but what the market will do, the market will come down, take your stop loss and then go up. And then you will say, oh my God, because the market is doing this to me. Actually, no, the market is not doing this to you, because the market will sometimes come down and take out the stop losses and then go up again. We call this spring, guys. Do you remember? We call this a spring. This is why your stop loss is hunted. In the same way, the stop loss is hunted when you sell over here. You see, the market came down and now it is going up. So you will think, okay, when the market touches this resistance, I will sell. Okay, so you will sell over here. You are selling, and when you sell, you put your stop loss and then you put your TP over here. What the market is doing, it will take your stop loss out and then it will fall down. So you are right. Actually, you were right about the direction of the market, but the market is first hunting your stop loss and then going in your direction. Why is it happening? Because you are not patient enough. You should wait for the market. You should wait for the market to make a spring or UT. And guys, please always remember, springs don't work in downtrend. UTs don't work in uptrend. Just keep these 2 points in mind and only trade springs and upthrust. Okay, why everyone is gambling rather than do trades on XAU USD? You can do trades on XAU USD, but it's not always recommended. I mean, you can do it on any currency pair and even then become profitable. It's not about XAU USD or any other currency. You can trade any asset and still become profitable. Abhyas Kumar is saying, I got lots of valuable and useful ideas from your lectures. Thanks, sir. Thank you so much, Abhyas Kumar ji. Thank you so much. King Prosper, sir, please, in a situation where the trade didn't touch the resistance or support level, can I enter trade or do I wait for it to touch the level? Yes, that's a very important question. King Prosper ji, you should always wait for the market to make an upthrust or a spring. Abhyas Kumar is again saying, I got lots of valuable and useful ideas from your lecture. Thanks, sir. Thank you so much, Abhyas Kumar ji. I hope it is helping you. Now we will discuss about the Jack and Buick. Okay, so guys, what's Jack and what's Buick? You can see that this is the support, right? And you see this is an accumulation, automatic rally, and the market is coming down, taking a spring and then going up. So what's happening over here? This is a support level and this one right here is a resistance, right? When the market is breaking this resistance, we call this Jack. And guys, if you remember, Jack means jump across the creek. Okay, the market is jumping out and then it will come down to this level. We call this Buick. Comes to this level and takes a spring and goes up again. We call this point Buick. Buick is back up to the edge of the creek. Back up to the edge of the creek. You can take another trade over here at Buick level. And this is what Mukul Kumar ji was saying in the beginning about the Buick and the Jack. Sir, what is UT? Okay, so UT is like this. This is resistance. Let's say this is the resistance. Okay, what will happen the market is coming up and then coming up again and falls down. So we call this one UT. UT means up thrust. UT means up thrust. Okay, up thrust. How much important to have backup money in bank account if something going sideways? Okay, so Nishant ji, it is always important that you should have enough money for your addition. If you have some, for example, some additional losses, the trading losses should not affect your lifestyle. Okay, you should have enough money. Don't put all your money into one basket. Don't put it all in your trading account. Put it in multiple accounts. Okay, how much important is it to have backup money in? Okay, so already discussed. Will you have, okay, so Akbar is saying, will you have trades frequently if you only focus on two currency pairs? Akbar ji, I only focus on one currency pair, which is my favorite, GBP USD. I don't focus on any of these, any other. Sir, please keep counting your lecture after 27 as well. We want to learn more. OctaFX, please provide lectures in the future as well. Thank you so much, Prince Seniji. I'm not going anywhere. I will always be with you. I will keep giving you lectures. I hope these things can help you. We will stay in touch. Don't worry about this. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so guys, this is the end and I hope it helped a lot. If you have any more questions, you can always ask me. Okay, so I think one more question is remaining. Okay, so we will do that first and then we will call it a day and say goodbye. So guys, let's say this is an uptrend. Okay, this is an uptrend. Let's say the market is going up and then coming down, going up and down, and then this time the market is not even going all the way up. So what do? We will make another line over here. How do we make it? We start from this point and we touch this point. Okay, so this line is called SOT line. Okay, so we call this SOT line. We call this SOT line. This line, this purple line is called SOT line. And it's very important because when the market is becoming overbought over here, you can see that it is becoming overbought and then taking an up thrust and then falling down. You can take a sell trade over here. Okay guys, so that's it. Moin Ahmed ji, sir, please draw difference between accumulation and distribution. Moin Ahmed ji, our lecture about distribution is on this Wednesday. Please come and attend the lecture. It is gonna be beneficial for you because we will discuss a whole lot about distribution. We have already discussed the accumulation. Now we will discuss the distribution. And I will of course also teach you how to differentiate between the two. Thank you so much everybody for coming over here. Please give us a thumbs up. Sir, thanks for sharing your knowledge. Allah bless with you with lots of pips. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Abhyas Kumar, sir, I can listen song while trading. Yes, you can, but I don't recommend. So don't do it. Abhyas Kumar ji, don't listen to songs. Just focus on the market, okay? You can listen to the songs later. How much time of analyzing is important before entering a trade? I will say at least 15 minutes. Okay? So thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Goodbye. Good night. And I will leave you with the video. I wish you all the very best in your trading career.